All right, let's give it a try. I do need the elevator switch. We're going to need 2 of those, but for now we'll just use the inbuilt elevator. Oh, that's awesome. Hello and welcome back to Subsistence. I'm going to do a little bit of building if I can today, and we're also going to make another lockpick. Get that crafted. It's going to use most of our mass. We do have a little bit left. We could craft maybe another board. Yeah, 6 of these. We've got 27. It's amazing. Yep, let's get that crafted. Might need that soon. There we go, perfect. Right, let's turn some of these lights off. And the fire's okay. I'll top it up with a little bit of wood, I think, that we gather from outside. But we're going to do building and get onto this elevator. We'll head up the top and have a look and see what we need to craft. I've got materials on me. I've got some of the pieces for the walkway with some railings so that we don't fall off. I think that's pretty important. Let me pop that there. We're leaving this running, so we've got 190 iron ore there to refine. We need to run over to our old base as well and collect the iron. No, the copper that's there. I think we had copper going. And let me grab the building materials. We're going to need cordage. I'll take that with me as well, just in case we need any more on the fly. Nails, we've got an extra stack there. I think that'll be good for now. Railings wise, do I want to put any more railings? Maybe. I'll take a little stack of the iron. Okay, I think we're good to go. So, oh yeah, a little bit of wood. Actually, no, let's try and manage this a little better. Yeah, it's fine for the moment. Alright, let's get up to the top. We'll run round this side. Is that a bit of scrap? It is. Yeah, we'll run around the outside and head up and go and see what we've got to do to get a landing placed for that elevator. I'll get a shotgun out just in case, because we might run into a bear or something up here. May even run into a hunter or 2, but we want to clear the area if we're going to be doing some building for sure. Okay, another bit of wood. I'll get all of that wood with me. Alright, let's have a look at what we've got here. How are we for animals nearby? Yeah, we've got a wolf. Okay, not too bad. Come here, Wolfie. Okay, good job. And a bear. So if I scroll backwards, there we go. Let's get the bear. Yikes. With one of those. I scrolled the wrong way, but that's fine. Yikes. Now, if I would have been too close to the edge there, he would have actually pushed me off the cliff. That was pretty good. Good job, bear. Ooh, something to be aware of for sure. Let's grab the wolf carcass as well. And then I'm going to go and wash my hands so that we don't get infected. And really we want to put that meat down in the fridge. Make sure that we don't waste that. Ah, no, this is looking pretty good. Yeah, I'm liking this height. So I think first of all we need a... Should we use a foundation or a ceiling? I think a ceiling piece would be enough here, maybe. And possibly a set of stairs. You know what? Let's make the full foundation. It might look a little odd, but I think it'll look better this side. So let's see how that goes. How are we doing for everything else? Yeah, that's pretty good. We should have done the other one first, but that's fine. We'll grab this fibre as well. Just clear the area of things that are blocking our view a little. Can't clear all the bushes, of course, but the ones we can, we'll make sure are not in the way. Alright, so we want to swap that for this. Press number 6. And now we want this to connect here. Do I want that to be spun around? I think that looks nicer. Alright, and we barely need any stairs, to be honest, but let's put them in anyway. Alright, so this is going to be our walkway, and now we need to put the side pieces on, which is going to be quite interesting. We're going to need some extra wood ceilings, I think. Yeah, this is going to be precarious, but we'll give it a go. We want the sideways. How's that line up? It needs to be span around again. That lines up nicely. Good. Let's try that again. So we'll walk out on here. Good. Probably should have brought the elevator up, I think. Let's crouch. Ah, now the way I've done this, we won't even need this. It'll overlap, won't it? Yeah, I actually don't need that there. I'll tell you what we will do, first of all, is we'll put this railing down because I'm not feeling incredibly safe here. So let's get this snapped in there so I don't fall. This actually will be useful, the piece that I made before. We could have it just running that way. Yeah, okay. I'm just trying to work out how best to do this. I do like that whole solid one piece run. Right, we really need that piece to be moved, but I can't reach that from here, so that's a no-go. Alright, we've got these half pieces. Let's put these pieces down as the edge. Is that me making that noise? Yeah, thank God. Okay. That looks good there. Yep. Right, now we need to do the same this side. Swap that for this. Spin that way or the other way. Let's see. They line up nicely. Yeah. We don't even need that quarter piece, but I'm going to put it in. Just to complete that. So there's absolutely no gaps. Yep. Yep, that's filled that in nicely. Right, good. This is so precarious up here. Alright, we want that there. Okay, so... yeah, do I... See, what the plan was originally... I can just move that over, I think. No, that's going to work fine, actually. Yeah, no, I'm good with this. This is absolutely fine. All right. So that way, and then we need to bring the elevator up. We need some more railings. We'll make another 2 of those. And we've got a couple of half pieces. Let's put the half pieces down at the end there. This is where I do not want to fall off. So just walk straight backwards. Yep, good. Okay. Let's push that away. Make this nice and safe. Swap that for that. I might do that once the elevator's up here, actually. Yeah, I think I will. Alright, that's starting to come together. We've got 2 half pieces that I can put in either side here. Am I going to need any more that way? I'm going to need 1 more long railing, I think. Yeah, okay, we'll use these half pieces just to finish off this look here. Yeah, spin that around. I might need to spin some of the others around if I've not placed them correctly. We'll see. Wait, why won't you snap? Yeah, I think I've got some of these the wrong way around, but anyway. Nice. Okay, nice wide area to run onto. And we just need the elevator up here and we can do the rest. Okay. Pretty good. And my hands are washed, aren't they? Yes. I don't want to leave myself to get infected. Well, that went fairly quickly. What I'm gonna do, I think, is move that platform above me when I'm at the top of the elevator, and then we'll see if that's the only thing I need to do now. We just need to connect that gap that's there at the moment. I should probably make a way to get up from outside as well, although I like the way you have to head into the base to access it, because, you know, maybe in the future we'll have the hunters with the possibility of accessing our bases, so this certainly keeps it nice and safe. Right, so in front of me I have this piece, but now I want it to connect. So if I bring it towards me, I want it to connect there rather than where it was. And if I now press up, no? All right. Let's try it again. Will we go all the way to the top now? Let's see. Hopefully. Yes. No. I need one. Oh, no. Okay. Ah. Damn. Yeah, I need another bit of elevator track. We can do that. Actually, it does give us a little bit of cover. Yeah, let's go and make that. I really didn't think that through. I wonder if it's possible to overlay it so that it's a half. To do something a bit sneaky and make it half an elevator track. I don't know. I know it will stop at the floor above. But yeah, it needs the track, obviously, to get up there. Okay, I didn't really think that through. Let's put this meat away anyway. I think that's the first time I've tried to do something like that, to be fair. Right, we can now get some of this fat going to get some more biofuel. Okay, awesome. We've got some of you. Right, we've got our pieces there. What do we need for the elevator track itself? Let's have a look. Hopefully we've got enough mass. If not, we can recycle some stuff. Or run the mass fabricator. 2 ingots and 1 board, and we've got everything else. So two ingots and 1 board. Let's go and grab that. It would be nice to have just a half wall higher. You'll see what I mean in a moment. 2 ingots, yeah, we've got that, no problem. Let's go and make this. I don't know if it's possible to like overlay pieces like that. We'll definitely give it a go though. So what I'm thinking is to put one of those and snap the elevator track to that so it goes up to the floor that I want rather than any higher. It's not a problem if it needs to go higher, because I can put a wall in. It'll give me some protection if there are animals or hunters up there, but I'd really like it to just go to that one place. Maybe we do this from on top again. Can we do it from there, or would it be better from the elevator? It might be better for him in here. No, let's place the wall piece first. I think that's the way to go. This is the last thing we needed bunch of rain. We do need a chicken. We'll try and get one on the way back if I remember. Let's hope there's nothing back up here. Stuff could have spawned in, of course. I like the look of the flat, that, you know, how flat this is. It really does look good. I'm wondering about swapping that out from a stairway to a ceiling piece. It might look better. But this is what I mean by this here. If I put that there, now we should be able to, if we're careful, get these. Oh, I'm not a fan of being up here without this below me. Did I pick up the track? I did, yeah. Alright, let's try and get this place so we've got something to stand against. Alright, I feel a bit better with that there. We can place that one across the way. Hopefully it reaches. That look like that's right, it does. And I'm going to put one there. Bear with me. I'll stand here and do it. Let's try and be safe. Get our sort of safety rails in first. I think I've done that right. We'll have a look. Yeah, that's good. And then now the track, I only want it to go half up. Let's see if that's even possible. I have no idea if it is. I think it has to snap into something below, so we might want to cheese it by putting a, like, that'll work, but if we put a foundation 1/2 below, we might be able to get that to snap. So what I might do is move that we've just placed, put it one below, and see if we can snap it in halfway. Let's stand here. I'll do it maybe like this. Maybe it'll be... Oh no, I'll have to put it the right way. Alright. Now, we want this to snap in down there. Will you snap to a wall? Do you need a foundation to snap to? I think you do. Yeah, probably. Okay. Let's see if we can remove that wall then. Might be tricky. Let's see if we can grab the right piece. Ah! Okay. Is that the... Well, we don't need that anymore. That might be what we need, actually. Right, let's put that down to that layer. Yes. Okay, we can always do a ceiling. Remember I said I think I would probably like a ceiling better there. Anyway, we could probably grab this half wall as well while we're here. Let's see, because we've got this doubled up right now. Yep, that might work. Yes, okay. And now, this. We want that snapped down to the foundation down there. Yes, that's where I want it, isn't it, I think? Because previously it was at this level here, wasn't it? Okay, that works. Right, what have we got to do to fix this now? Just a ceiling piece would do, actually. I'll have a berry water because we're a little low. I'll have a protein bar as well. Better reload this. Interesting. Okay. And we want to spin that. Very cool. Okay. So I need an elevator switch up here, I think. I also wouldn't mind putting maybe something on the back here, but we could possibly put like a chest or something up here. Let's run around and give that a test. I'm not sure we need anything else here. Might swap these stairs for a half floor. Let me grab these stairs here. And we'll move those just there for now. Because I think this is definitely going to look better here. Yep. Yep, much smoother. Alright, we're pretty safe now. What a shame we can't put something here that... we should put some railings either side, thinking about it, actually. Maybe something like some kind of gate or something. There's nothing like that in the game, unfortunately. But we can definitely put a couple of railings in so we don't fall down that hole when we're walking around here. Let's get those placed. I'm hoping this works. Now, what would these stairs do for me if I clipped them to here? Is that any benefit? Not really. Whoa, okay. I've got a big hole. Let's, we need a glass wall there as well. Okay. I'll bring that up with me when we come up and test it. And then this elevator is complete. And we're much higher than our cable car. A shame it's raining. Let's spin that around. Perfect. And we'll have a look what it looks like from downstairs in a little while. Let's swap that over. So we need a half glass wall. And we need to make sure that thing goes all the way to the top. And then we can start working on this. Might need to do some adjustments here. Or at least to this section at the end. That's looking really nice. Yeah, one little piece left. I wonder if we can fit it from across the way. That would be fun. So I'm going to need more planks. Let's get some of those crafted. How many do I need? Do I even need planks for that? No, just 5. Fine, we can do that. I think I had that on me earlier and put it away in error. Yeah. Alright, so we'll get that crafted. We can put this away now. Nails. Got plenty of those left. We have plenty of cordage and a little bit of wood. Let's top up the fire. Whoa, fuel brick, quick before it goes out. Hurry. Got a sliver on that fire. Just caught it in time. Got 24 biofuel coming out. We'll wait for that to finish. Okay, we got our glass wall. We sure do. Power is really good. Let me grab something to eat. Steak and eggs and a tomato soup because of the weather, I think. And we're pretty full. That's good. We can grab another water. Maybe a protein bar just to be safe. And let's go and test out this elevator. So I've made the right piece. I have. Alright, let's give it a try. I do need the elevator switch. We're going to need 2 of those, but for now we'll just use the inbuilt elevator. Oh, that's awesome. Oh, that drop there is freaky. Very freaky. Not a big fan of that, I've got to say. Right, let's get here and see if we can place this glass piece in there. Does that look right? Let me spin it and see if that improves. No, I think it was right the other way, honestly. Alright, that's good. No, that was wrong, I think. Damn it, okay. Well, we can crouch here now and grab that, I think. So, let's bring that towards us. That, I think, looks better. No, it was right, okay. Let's hope we can grab the glass piece now. Yeah, we can. We're good. Alright, you never know. It's difficult to tell. So we want to spin that around. And that does close the gap a little, doesn't it, I think? I'm not convinced about that. I'm not sure I've got it right, but this is looking great. Yeah, I like that. That we've got half wall here, just protecting the workings of the elevator. And the railings to stop us falling down the hole when the elevator isn't here. We do need a couple of switches, so we should probably do that. I might move this. What would it look like and what does that give us? It doesn't really give us anything apart from maybe just a bit of interest, but no, I don't think so. Okay. I might just delete this wall, stairway anyway. Let's see. Where would a... Yeah, see, that goes into there. Let's just pop this here for now and we'll come and collect it and maybe move it down there to the build. Let's use our elevator then. Well, oh no, I don't like it when it does this. It's so easy. Yeah, to get yourself stuck. Okay, so the glass is on the outside of the wood there. We need to check on the way back up. What was I gonna go and get? Elevator switches. Right, okay, let's see how much they are. Are they made in here or... I think they're made in here. Yeah, we need 2 of these. So we need plenty of crystal, 6 and 2 plus 200 mass. Yikes, okay. Let's get working on the mass. Maybe we should run out and try and get a chicken quickly. We'll turn that on. We've got 69 mass right now. But nothing we really want to recycle in there. We've got these. We need 6 of these. Whoops, one too many. No, nothing I really want to recycle in there. It is night time now. Oh, no. Switch that on. And we'll need 2 of these. We need 1 for the bottom, 1 for the top, of course. Food is good. We could recycle some vegetables. That's true. Yeah, no, let's not do potatoes because I want to make those into alcohol. We've got some meat here we could burn. Let's do a little bit of burnt meat. So we don't need all of that for sure. What else might I like to recycle? Nothing in here. Nothing in the other fridge. I've got 12 kelp I could recycle. Yeah, let's go for that. Right, we're up to 100 mass almost. Kelp is great for recycling. We need 200, so we're doing pretty well there. Anything in here? Definitely don't want to recycle these. We do have extra weapon parts and some extra arrows and things up here. I mean, I could recycle a few of those. A bit of extra adhesive. Yeah, let's do that. We're always going to get more of these things. Drop the adhesive first. We'll do the arrows next. We're at 166. Okay. And we'll have some meat. Actually, I might keep this food just for quick and easy meals. Let's cook up a bit more while we're in here. Get a light on again. I might put the generator on now that we're running the fabricator, because that is expensive. Very expensive to run. We only need 200, so maybe I do drop these in here. 14. Yeah. Almost there. Nothing else. Got 99 cloth. We've got some fish oil we could shove in there. We've got 40 nails extra, but I really do want to do some of the building on the side, the other entrance. So we're almost there anyway. Get ready to turn that off. Right, we'll wait for this food then. Let's drop some wood. Gonna need 3. We've got 42 biofuel with more to go. Right, I'm going to grab that, get that in the fridge. It's a shame you can't sleep through the night in this game. You know, get a rested buff and it'd be pretty cool. A bit like Valheim. I keep saying that. I love Valheim. Those mechanics where you kit out your base and get your rested buff and get more value from your food. I mean, it's just such a good mechanic, in-game mechanic. Gives you a reason to put all this fancy stuff around the place, you know? Yeah, we'll leave that running. While the liver and onions are cooking, let's go and craft up these elevator switches, and then when the morning comes we'll test them out. We'll place one at the bottom, one at the top, and see how it goes. Okay, so we need 2 of these. We're going to use 8 crystal. These parts are expensive. 150 crystal left, 63 black crystal. That's not too bad. I mean, if we want to make any more mechanical parts, advanced mechanical parts. We've got a lot of this stuff now. We can start doing that. Maybe think about eventually making another cable car platform. The only thing is, with all of this stuff, is you need the solar panels to power it. Anyway, we've got our 2 things there. We're going to need some fertilizer. Let's crouch down, grab this. I really am hoping in the next update to have a small set of stairs so that I can do a half floor height transition. It would be so nice. Let's drop half of that in there, half in there. Yeah, that would be so nice. I wouldn't have to have this down here. Yeah, I bet you can't see a thing on the recording. It's a little bit lighter in game, but it does get a bit difficult to see. Alright, so 1 liver and onions for the fridge. We can have something small. We're good to go for the next day. And I might actually, how long have we been recording? Yeah, I might make this a little bit of a longer episode and we'll go and do some looting because we've not really been out anywhere. And it sure would be nice to go and grab some pots and stuff. We're going to need them. Right, that needs fertiliser and water. We should probably do these. What do we need more? They're almost grown. These aren't. Let's drop the fertiliser in there. The rest in there. Let's go and grab some of our water canisters. This is finished. We'll grab like a bunch. Hopefully that'll be enough to do these. These ones I don't have hooked up to the water tank. It's in the perfect position to just add a couple more pipes. We just need to run them along and then to the tanks here. So we'll get that done. I think I have one water tank in stock. Water pipe, I mean. I'll have a look. I'm pretty sure I made an extra that we didn't end up using. So we'll get around to doing that at some point as well. It'd be nice to have two plant beds up there and two outside down here to call on. So we do need a bit more fertiliser for the other plant bed. Maybe I'll pop in the... Oh, I can't remember what it's called. No, it's gone. Let's have a look. Oh, I must have used it already. Potassium, that's the word. I'll drop that 50 in and we'll keep 300. You do need some fertiliser for making adhesive, I think? Yeah, not much, so we probably could get away with it. Maybe we'll use the full stack then. We'll bring that back up with us. Okay, let's swap the water out. Sort that other plant. So you're good for water and fertiliser, and you just need that. Tank's full of water, so that's good. Right, let's grab this and this. Drop that and that in there. This. Get the water back in here. We've got two more that are in the cooker. And one on us. Okay, let's get these placed then. These elevator switches. This is going to be good. Alright, so we want one down here for sure. So if we leave the elevator up above, we can just call it from down here. We'll just put it here. Or do we put it here? No, here on the glass, I think. Alright, and then we're going to head up and work out where to place the other one. Did I need anything else crafted? Oh yeah, we were going to look at how these are placed, aren't we? So you can see, if I show you with the weapon here, you can see there's a bit of glass, then a bit of wood. So we want to make sure that that glass panel up there is in the same position. So let's have a look as we go past. Hopefully we put it right. Yes, we did. Oh, that's awesome. Good stuff. All right, so we just need the elevator switch placed. I think that might work. Oh, do you not reach high enough? Oh, you don't. But what we can do is get it here on a piece of wall or something. That's a little bit of a shame. Let's delete this. And you'll know why in a moment. I'll get some parts back for this. We'll disassemble it. And let's see if we can make a half wall that will maybe reach where we need it to. Because at the moment, it's got to be here somewhere, so we're going to need a half wall to place it. Then we can just remove the half wall. You know, no need to leave it there. I could even use this put it there, place the thing, and then move it back. Let's see if I've got enough pieces to make this anyway. Yeah, I have, yeah. This is fine. I've done this before, and then what you end up with is a switch on the actual railing, which looks pretty good. I'm really pleased with this. Do we make like a full house in here, or do we leave it open? I kind of like it open, I'll be honest. Okay, so let's place that. Let's see what will look better. It will look better that way. And then we'll get our elevator switch. So you saw before we couldn't place it. And now we can. So it's going to hover. It's going to look a little odd. Let's just assume that we've tie wrapped it or something, or welded it to the bar or whatever. Yeah, I think below here would look quite nice. So we'll place that. And now this, we can just move. I'll move it for now in case we want to reposition. We can just put this here maybe. And then there we go. We've got our elevator switch attached to the railing, which you couldn't do before. Yes, what do I want to do here? I maybe want to put in a couple more railings. No, I think that looks fine the way it is, actually. Are we happy with that there? Yeah, it's never going to be perfect. I could maybe move it just slightly over. Well, we've got this piece here. Let's get it right. So now we just move the elevator switch. We'll just move it slightly over. We'll move it here. We'll move it again, move it back. And we'll just try and put it maybe a little bit more in the middle this time. Maybe like that. Move this again. Really doesn't have to be perfect, but... Oh yeah, that looks so much better. Yep. Awesome. Okay. What to do with this now? Probably delete it, get the parts back again, but we'll get even less back. I mean, it's not a problem. I don't think we need it for anything. We've got all the pieces in place we need. No, we can delete that now. Nice. Good. It might be nice to have a half wall on this seam here. Because if we run up here and there are, you know, rogues or hunters walking around, it would give us a bit of cover. We could even make this like a glass housing above all of this. So have a glass doorway here with a glass door, glass walls at the side, and then all the way around, and then put a roof on it. And that would look pretty cool, but that's a lot of work. I mean, that's not easy and quick to do. Yeah, that's good. Right, okay, just to test the theory then. Let's head down. And I'm going to check the fire. We still need a glass door on here. I'm going to check the fire. And the power levels and everything. Yeah, okay. We'll need a bit of wood maybe. Maybe a couple. Put these away. We didn't get much of this back. Hopefully we don't need too much wood. Yeah, we're good. I'll pop that in. No, I better take it out because that's quite close to being full. And when the output is full, you don't... It doesn't keep it, it throws it out, so... Okay, we'll grab some food. Good for berries and water and everything. We could maybe have another water. Oh, did we end up putting the fertilizer in this bed or not? I don't remember. That one's good. Yeah, that one's good as well. Okay, good. We need a chicken anyway, so let's go and get a chicken. Gonna drop off this fertilizer. Excellent. Right, we've got 2 lockpicks. We've got plenty of ammo. Maybe top this up a little bit with... I'll take that all with me. And yeah, let's get out. And we'll go and see. I probably need to top up the generator. Let me just grab the fuel out of here. 52. Very nice. And we'll pop that away. Alright, so when we come back, we'll try and use the elevator from the top to come down into our base. Let's grab those. And is there anything else around? Let's have a look. Yeah, crate and some scrap and stuff. So yeah, go this way. And then I'm probably going to head the other way to look for a lock crate, but yeah, let's leave him like that. Double growl, but he shouldn't start walking to me. There's a bear down there. Yeah, I have to remember there are animals in this game. Alright, got a bit of scrap. We'll grab this crate. Oh, nice. That's good. Alright, well, I think it's been a pretty successful day. Gonna run around the lake and head up to the left and go and see if there's a lock crate that way. And then I must make myself remember to come back via the elevator so we can check that elevator switch works fine. I think it will. Be good to see it in action though. Let's grab some more fibre. We'll get a bit of it today. And I'll pick up any wood I see on the floor as well, because we've used a lot of our wood. So we'll grab all of this here. I'm not going to go out of my way and get everything. There's a bear and a wolf and a chicken. God damn it. Alright, we're going to run through the middle. Plane. Right, we've got to run now. Might run into a bear here as well. Let's see. He's running, the chicken's run into the bear. As usual. Yeah, a little plane going over. Maybe we'll get a plane crash. Alright, let's have a look here. We have a crate and a strawberry. Get some more nails. Have a look around here. I haven't seen a lock crate in this area down here for ages. I always used to find them. Long time ago. And haven't seen one for a long time. Oh, that is a bit of wood. I thought it was a platform. Okay, do I want to take that bear out? Unless there's a lock crate, probably not. Let's go and have a look. Yeah, there's a couple of small crates, but not a big lock crate. Kind of wandering a little close to the fortress hunters this way. Not necessarily encroaching on their base, but they could be walking out to go fishing or something like that, so I want to be careful, or at least keep an eye out for them if I can. Where were those 2 crates? Yeah, there's a wolf. This is a little close to the hunters, I think. There's a cougar up there on the left, though. So we know where the cougar is. I'm going for it because we need those electrical components. Grab the berry. I'd like this crate too. Let's crouch and just walk in. So I don't think that plane crashed. I think it was just a flyover. Okay, just listening. Can we get this now? I think he's far enough away now. Yeah, he's right over there. Let's try and get this before he comes. Good. Okay. Alright, now we'll go and have a look for some lock crate areas, or in some lock crate areas, I should say. I don't want to get back to the elevator when it's dark, so I'm going to try and kind of keep an eye on the time of day. It would be lovely to go and use it in full daylight. So this isn't going to be a very long loot run. I'll grab some of these. Right, we've got a crate up there, crate here. I think it would be rude not to grab them. Hopefully we can get both of them. There should be a third one somewhere. Yikes, okay, we'll go around. I have to say, I don't like turning my back on an area I've not scanned, so... Alright. Okay, bear with me one moment. Okay, sorry about that. I had to take a phone call. Right, okay, let's grab this. And we should probably head back down to the elevator and go and check that out. No sign of a lock crate anyway. How long have we got? Oh no, we've got a bit of time. Yeah, let's just see if we're lucky and go and check just over here. There's a good chance we might find something this way. We have recently, that's for sure. I don't always bother going to all of the lock crate areas. I do know where they all are, obviously. I've been playing this a long time. I tend to just really travel in a particular direction following the loot and just check along the way. And that works well for me. I quite enjoy doing that. Yeah, at some point we're going to have to run back to our old base and go and pick up that copper. Maybe we can start making some parts for another cable car. Ah, there's a crate here. I do want to try, if I can. I've got 5 electrical parts there. That's pretty good. I do want to try, if I can, to... Sorry, I just saw a movement down there. I think it's a bear. Yeah, just try and get a few of those advanced parts and some of the other bolts made. But also, hold on to some resources because we do not know what we're going to need when the new update comes out. And I know Cold Games is working on it. And it's close, but he's still finishing it off, so don't be concerned. It is on its way. Where should we check? Where haven't we been for a while? And what time do we have? We've got some time left. We've got a bag there. I'm really looking for this lock crate though. We'll grab the bag. We'll grab the things we can see. Just follow the loot a little. want to head back towards home now for sure. We're not too far out, but also it is a little bit of a run to get home, so we'll start doing that. Okay, so let's see. We've got a lot of wood. We've got the wolf there. We've got the deer over there. I just want to look down in that little dip because it's such a good place. I'd feel bad for coming all this way and not looking down here. And maybe there being a crate, so... Yeah, no, nothing. Well, no locked crates anyway. We'll grab this. I see 3 bags, so that's pretty good. We'll grab all of these and then probably turn around. As always with this game, there's always just over the hill. There might be something just round the corner. Let's just look over there. And then you end up being out for hours, even though you hadn't planned to. Okay, nothing here, and the only very last, I'm doing it again, last area I just want to check is just over there. And then we'll just do a run all the way back home because it's going to take us some time to get back. We should take care of our food. I'll eat the berries. Yeah, we're good. Did I see a berry there? I think I saw a berry somewhere. Right, anyway, let's concentrate on the area I wanted to check. Alright, so it's down here. There's a wolf. Lots of wood. And little bits and pieces, but nothing major. So yeah, let's get back. Okay, all good. We can kind of go cross country a little bit maybe. Although I do think there are some rogues in the valley. Or at least there were the last time I checked the map. So I could well be running towards a choke point here. Did you see the bear drop in there? There's 2 bears there. I don't know why they needed the extra reinforcement. There was already a bear on patrol. Grab a couple of those as I run through. Yeah, I'm pretty sure we've got some rogues around here somewhere. They might not be here still, but we ran into them the other day and they were still on the map when I looked overnight, so could have moved by now though. I love the rogues. I think it was such a great addition. Having that threat of the roaming hunters wandering around that you can run into just anywhere. It's so so good. Really adds to the gameplay. Okay, I'm going to head up, I think. Level 4. No, level 1. Why did I think that said 4? And we've got a wolf there. Okay, I'm sticking to the slopes because we often get a lock crate on the sides of these hills. I'll grab the wood. All of these bushes make a good job of just distorting the view a little. Hiding things from you. There, we saw one of the crates up here, remember? One of the recent episodes. It was last thing at night. And there were a group of rogues camping near it. So we know that we can have them spawn there as well. I'm really not feeling like we're going to find one now anyway. You never know, but let's get back to the elevator and see how that works out for us. So we want to stay high for the journey back. We know that the cougar was up the top there. Or further back, actually. So if we can, let's try and stay on the top section of these rocks. And hopefully the cougar is still sort of over there somewhere. I'll run along the rocks here. Grab that berry. Because you do get a bit distance. The only thing is to be aware of, as we saw earlier, if the animal swipes you and you're on the edge of the rocks here, you can get pushed off. And thrown off the cliff, so just be aware of that. But yeah, I think, is that the cougar? No, that's a bear, okay. I dropped down though because I thought it was the cougar. We want to stay high so that we can run. I want that crate, but the bear is there. We don't need the food. I'm not going to bother taking him out. We want to stay high so that we can go to the top area here, jump on the platform and call the elevator. Just make sure it works. I'm sure it will. But it will be nice to use it. Right, we're approaching the area here. I'll grab a few more of these as we're looking like we've got plenty of daylight. Yeah, we're good. I would like to put some railings around the top of this cliff. Maybe put some floors down and move them and step along with the railings system. But anyway, here we are. Here's our elevator. And it does not appear to be working. Interesting. See? Definitely worth trying, wasn't it? So why is that, I wonder? Huh, okay, I might need to put another BCU extender up here. We shouldn't be out of power. Alright, so we need to fix that. So I'm very glad I did that test. Let's go and have a look at what's going on. I think a BCU extender will do the trick. We'll just put that at the top as well. As long as it's within a bubble, we'll probably want another one of those half wall pieces again so that we can place it on the railings. So we'll probably place it underneath the elevator switch, I would think. So I don't think it's out of power or anything. We shouldn't be out of power. I didn't leave the mass fabricator on. No, we've got full power. Okay, let's put some things away and we'll work out what's going on. So we need that and that stored. Liver and onions, yep. And we're good for everything else. Right, drop. 7 of those, 28. That's brilliant. That is looking much better, isn't it? We've got some wood. I'll top up the fire now. I don't think we've got room for any of this. This only stacks to 200, does it? Not 250? Yeah. Alright, so all of this needs to go upstairs. And how have we got room for matches in here? We do. Alright, so BCU extender. Remind me where I build this. It's probably BCU extender. We need a board. Okay, a board, 5 and 1. That's the last board. God damn it. 5 scrap. And I will just check. It's getting dark, so we're... Yeah, no, it should have worked, that, so I do need another BC extender. Alright, let's make that then. And we can get that placed. That's all good. Right, so the fire's good. What have we got outside? A wolf, okay. Just didn't get a chicken, but that's good. We can do that. And we want one of these half walls, which we should be able to craft now. Very cool. And that's everything I need, yeah. Good. Alright, so we'll go in this way. And we still need our doorway, of course. Okay, jump off here. Get the wall in place. Well, let's see first where this needs to go. 6. Yeah, I think that will be... That's what we need. It's because this... See this switch here? The 2 buttons, they're not within range of the bubble. And that's why we can't activate it from up here. Once we place this, we'll be fine. But yeah, we'll do the same again. And I think it will look pretty good under there anyway, so no biggie. It's got to be placed in an existing bubble, so you can't just put it anywhere. Like I said, we'll put it underneath. Can we put it next to it? Does that look weird? I think we'll put it underneath the elevator switch. And now that should work. So let me move this. See how it looks without that there. Yeah, that looks good. Okay, so now we should be able to use our elevator. Perfect. I wonder if we can make our door. I'm really, really happy with the way that's gone. It looks so good. Right, let's get some lights on. Take that out of my hands. Switch that on. And let's have a look at how much a glass door is, because that's the final piece on the bottom at least. Where's the doorway? 1 ingot, 4 glass panes, 2 and 2. Yeah, we've got it. 2 and 2 adhesive. Oh, well, I can just build it from here. I didn't need to take that all out of my inventory. That's funny. Oh, and while we're here as well, let's have a look. Where did I put that extra? Must be upstairs. I think I want a small light for up here as well. It's quite dark in here. Where did I put the... Oh, it was in here. Bear with me. The cool thing about having that BCU extender up the top now is that we can... Here, look, we've got 2 pipes. So we should have a look at how many we think we need for the piping downstairs. Sorry, I was saying that the cool thing about having the BCU extender up there now is that I can put some lights in the elevator shaft as well. If only we had a switch to, you know, control them all. I could, you know, just switch them on at the bottom here. But anyway, it's all good. Probably do want one maybe above the door there. I like the way these look. I'll show you this one here. Just when you go through the door, you switch it on. And there you go. These are ready. We should harvest these and replant. We're doing pretty well for biofuel. I think I saw... How are they? They're almost done. What are they? They're very slow growing, aren't they? Oh, what was I going to say there? I've completely forgotten. We want to plant now some onions, I think. Let's put all this stuff away. Yeah, we need to make some more onion seeds, so we'll plant a bed of onions here. Yeah, we've got 2 stacks of biofuel on the go now. Do we need anything else, I wonder? Did we ever make a base light in here? No, and it really could do with one. Okay, there is a road camp just up the hill here. You can see if I move the map around. There you go. And look how far out they are. They're by the water. They're literally just up from us. That's incredible. And here's our elevator now. You can see on the map that little top section. They're far enough away to not be a worry. Here's the fortress. We need to run over to our old base over here and go and collect the copper that we've been refining. No planes on the map. No crash sites. And we've got our hunters in the birch forest and our original starting set of hunters, the small base, is down by the water. Now, we've not raided them at all. It might be worth going and raiding them. Because they'll have a chest that's not been accessed previously and might have some good stuff in it. But yeah, hunters up on the top of the hill. We do need a base light in here. My only thing stopping me from placing them, I'll be honest, is the fact that I have to turn them off individually at the bulb. If we had a switch, we can switch and light all, you know, if we had them all going up on the inside of the elevator track up there, that would look so cool if you sort of switch on your base lights at night and then everything switches on and lights up. That would be really cool. And you could assign switches to different, lights to different switches. How cool would that be? That would be really, really awesome. We'll make some biofuel out of this, I think. Got a stack of 150 there that we can't fit in the box, so why not? And let's make one more and that'll free up a little bit of space. There we go. We've got lots of power and we should top that up. It didn't even finish using the fuel. That's really good. And we should really make some mass, but we can do that another time. And let's make some onion seeds while I remember. I want 3 more to make another stack of 8. We'll go and put those upstairs. And I think that is probably where we're going to leave this one. Lots done. I really think we've achieved an awful lot. We've got that working nicely. It's all enclosed. Apart from the top, I'm not sure. I think eventually we will put a kind of what we've done here with the garage, but just glass all the way around with a roof on the top there. I think it would look really, really awesome. We could have a look around. Close the door. Head up. Because we've got this little half wall here, if there is anything up here, we can kind of duck down at least. What a beautiful view from the elevator up here. Nice. Yeah, so another cable car eventually sort of reaching out across this way, maybe up to the mountain, the place where we travel through to the other area, might work quite well from here. We could use the power of the base, of course, from this location, which would be nice. Maybe have this built up higher as much as we can and then kind of up into the mountains so that we don't have to run through to the mountain pass. I'd have to look on the map and figure out exactly where the best place would be for that. Because if you look, we need to get over here. And we're like the worst possible side of the mountain, aren't we? Where's my base? My gosh, I'm lost. Where is my base? Oh, here! I was expecting that marker to be, you know, kind of sat in place. And it's moving around the map, look. Surely that should stay at that spot. But anyway. Yeah, like, we can't go as the crow flies. But what we could do is maybe put something to here. And then we've only got to sort of run through that way, maybe? Or I don't know. Or even this way. And then we've only got to run around. I don't know. But it's all pretty cool. Lots of options. But we should wait and see what the new update brings. Definitely. One last look. Yeah, very happy with how this has turned out. Enjoy doing this. No, I can't. You're kidding. It's still not working. Huh. Okay. I don't know what's going on there. Alright, well, I guess we're running down the old-fashioned way. Another test, something else to look at when we get back in. You have to have, let me have your ideas of what could be going wrong there. Why that button is just not working. I want to head down. Did I press up instead of down? Maybe. Hang on. I probably could have done that. Let me just double check to be sure. Maybe I pressed up and it's already at the top. I bet that's what I did. No. Huh. No idea. Yeah, I have no idea. Well, that's working. Have to have a look at that again. So we've got a one-way elevator right now. That'll be fun. Not ideal. Definitely got to get that fixed. But anyway, yeah, that's where we're going to leave this episode. So thank you for joining me. Until next time, take care. And I'll see you again soon. Bye for now.